fellow Amazonians, I want to
Reading through the most recent press release by the interim government on its position on the issue of referendum to all Amazonians, internal and external stakeholders. There are divergent views and proposals among stakeholders, both internally and externally, on how to resolve the ongoing conflict in Amazonia that has resulted in an unprecedented 21st century genocide perpetrated by the regime of the Republic of Cameroon, also known as La République du Cameroun. Among these divergent views is a proposal for a referendum to be held in the territory of southern Cameroon's Amazonia, former UN Trust territory under the British, to determine the future of Amazonia. Cognizant of the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 1608 XV of 21st April 1961, granting independence to the UN Trust territory of southern Cameroon and the subsequent non-execution of all the processes of decolonization prescribed therein, the interim government, representing the aspiration of an overwhelming majority of Amazonians, has been clear and consistent in articulating the basis of the root cause of the Southern Cameroon's problem, which is the non-execution in its entirety of the above-mentioned UN resolution, thus paving the way for the annexation and recolonization of Southern Cameroons by La République du Cameroun in 1961. Therefore, complete decolonization is what we seek, and this involves complete restoration, absolute sovereignty, and recognition of Southern Cameroon's Amazonia as the 55th state of Africa. We believe a plebiscite, a non-binding survey of our opinion by the U.S., is an acceptable democratic process to ascertain the majority view of Southern Cameroon's Amazonia. Since the last plebiscite of 1961, if there is any doubt about the majority position, we object to any proposed referendum on grounds that it presupposes falsely that Southern Cameroon is part of the Republic of Cameroon, also known as La République du Cameroun, and is seeking to secede as an independent country. We were granted independence in 1961. It was only the joining that did not take place legally, and the Republic of Cameroon withdrew from the Union project in 1984 when they reverted to their original name prior to 1961. We have never been part of the Republic of Cameroon, so we do not need a referendum to decide if we can separate from a non-existent union. Also, a binding referendum will exclude the genuine dialogues we need to address the root causes of the conflict, because it is based on winner takes all. We are not fighting to change the form of government in the Republic of Cameroon. We are not also fighting for constitutional changes within the Republic of Cameroon, French Cameroon. We are fighting against annexation. We are defending our restored independence. Annexation cannot be resolved through a referendum because it is either a right or wrong issue. Just as the solution of rape is not marriage, we do not need a referendum to tell right from wrong. We need the international justice system or a negotiated settlement. If the UN wants to serve the majority opinion on this issue, they should conduct another non-binding plebiscite in the Southern Cameroons, not a referendum. This is the threshold position of the people we represent. Therefore, any views or proposals that seek to mask the status quo of Southern Cameroon's colonial status under the Republic of Cameroon is far-reaching and do not represent the aspirations of the overwhelming majority of Amazonians as far as this liberation struggle is concerned. Furthermore, the reasonable, immediate way forward to end this conflict, supported by the international community, external stakeholders, is a genuine, all-inclusive dialogue, mediated negotiation process. The interim government under Dr. Sakho's leadership has advocated for this process, which was spearheaded by the Swiss, but the Republic of Cameroon failed to commit. To concretely resolve this conflict and subsequently resolve the issue of the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon's Amazonia once and for all, another plebiscite preceded by internationally mediated negotiations should be the right steps forward. This is signed Samuel Ikome Sakho, PhD, President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, former British Southern Cameroons, on the 23rd of April 2023. And with that, we've come to the end of this press release.
That statement alone, I'm getting some echoes here from the studio. I think that should be worked. Okay, I want to believe everything is okay now. Good evening, fellow Amazonian country people. Una good evening and welcome. Una know as usual before I don't want to wait for my brothers them for coming. Make we get the talk for people, break down the situation for the most simplest way possible, for talk for them, for a way they will feel understand we. I always try for keep the war try they try for connect. I think Comrade UN will connect any moment from now. But I think say it be strategic enough for we for start this talk by playing that video with President play am, with President the press release with President sign up. I recall when way it watch we for Facebook and for YouTube. For people where they never subscribe yet, where they want to be subscribed, either for be club members or something. I call all una where they watch your Facebook and YouTube. So make una share, tell some person say we'll get program now, we'll give una to watch we the chance for calling and for make una contribution, una relative contribution for the show. Now important show we want to come. The strategy we want to use, what I want to use for this program today. Now because we really explain, some people feel like we just be negative. We no want make people understand, say we know say this is a game. The people where they even propose this whole idea for referendum, they themselves sabi say na lie, na thief talk, na be correct talk. But they want play on people because they sabi say with generation being a generation where a lot of them never be taught with history. So anything will be proposed. Because like President Talker, that palaver referendum said, if we agree, it means say will never be independent people at all. You know, the president don't talk this thing. Na grammar version that we wanna watch. I want to watch the version when a version for where president talk about PG. Now we'll go for the history on how they start work since 2020. The first referendum, first federation, first many other things that we hear. Explain them small so they will not see them. We'll also talk for una today. We'll talk about self-defense. Another story we will bring on today, now that town hall where president get on tomorrow. Then we will talk again for una about president press conference where they come up. What will happen for that Commonwealth? What will be the importance for initiatives then like that one? Then some other things that happen where the game where they play on for ground, they talk for people. We go talk and for una. We process the things small, make all man understand and fine. But before that one, I want to wait to Master President talk again. Then we will come back for begin that discussion.
Ambazonia people them, any side where you dey at always salute. I want to talk for we today about this matter where it turn all side with the hearer. Some people they call and say referendum. Some people them they propose say may we make our fight for Ambazonia. May it be na a fight for referendum. I don't hear that talk so they correct for my ear. Now I say make I can't tell you now. Say something they happen. May not take we all by surprise because that book is big plenty. That English book, that book English word now one way no na all way we go that book will know the difference. And for the generation, I not go expect say a few book people they they go confuse all we. Then we don't know what the way it happen. They will all we will find we say we go enter na inside sea, we drown. We no go fight this fight reach for this level. We miss them again. We must win. We must get back our country. Because we feel lose fight, not because we don't know how to fight, but because we make mistake. We feel lose fight not because we don't know how to fight, but because we be ignorant. We fight, we not fight with sense, and we don't know what we do. The enemy take advantage. And some people then to the day where they push their agenda, where sometimes they get their own paper from inside, whether they leak out. So I take my own time, I explain this thing for all may we understand. That people when they talk say this will fight for independence, so may we change them. May we instead talk say we fight now for referendum. Make I clarify this thing for all Ambazonians. Because may I use their number one argument whether they give and say United Nations, if we give referendum for Southern Sudan become independent. They give referendum for Eritrea get independent from Ethiopia. So make we talk say United Nations will give our own referendum for Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, so that we too will get our own independence. That thing they so it like na poison for inside honey. May I explain what way me I know? And me I don't know pass all man. Man we know this matter pass we. Make he also explain me I hear that. But me I know say referendum na something where governments for the world and United Nations they use them for solve internal problem for inside country. They also use referendum for change constitution and make important constitutional provision them for inside inside the same country. For example, if Cameroon want change something for inside their constitution, they want do decentralization, they change the constitution. And if they discover, say they want to know whether people they like federalism, they will make a referendum. Because any other thing where they want to do, any major internal change for inside country, they will use a referendum for bring about that change. And when, for example, when Sudan, South Sudan, they will give the referendum, they not be independent. They will be a part and parcel of Sudan country, the Sudan nation. But because of their agitation, they will just say no, one girl, one country, one girl, one country. The United Nations tells Sudan, say, okay, we will organize a referendum so that through that referendum now, they can give South Sudan independence. When Eritrea, it will also get problem with Ethiopia. They say they want go. United Nations can't give Eritrea referendum. Eritrea will be a part and parcel of Ethiopia. They not be independent before they give them referendum. So the matter between Eritrea, the people of Eritrea and Ethiopia, it been an internal affair. But because the agitation, we don't go too far, United Nations say, okay, we'll give them referendum. We know whether by law we carve them out as a nation. So after the referendum, United Nations give them independence. But for Ambazonia, the southern Cameroon, we don't already be independent. For 1961, United Nations already give we independence. So I think that this fight will be fight. So no na fight for being independent. We not be part and parcel of La Republique. So we know they no fit use referendum for decide whether we be part of, will remain part of La Republique or we will go away, because we never join in the first place. We don't need referendum for know whether we be Southern Cameroonians. We already know say we be Southern Cameroonians. Even the United Nations na be pronounced we independent and we be decide say we go join. The marriage waka, marriage certificate no dey. They join it, we no join. Even the team will be one starter called Federal Republic of Cameroon. Chakara. La Republique don't go their own side. They go choose their own name where if they be enter the marriage with them. Which we don't go take our own name, we'll be start with them. We don't restore our own independence. We'll be first getter. How some people they can't talk now say, may United Nations can't give referendum, may we know whether we go be independent or not. How many times some man they get independent? Which country don't get independent 2 times? These people though they talk say, may we talk say we need a referendum. That means say they don't agree now say we not be first of all be independent before. Say they don't agree with La Republique, say we'll be one and indivisible with La Republique. But may United Nations can't give a referendum, so that we will fit determine whether we fit be separate and independent or not. No. Our case now one way marriage it be fair, because marriage certificate no be Treaty of Union no be there. The marriage no join. The marriage fail. Jumba fail. Any man don't go on side. La Republique no take back their independence. We too will take back our independence. Now you can't tell we say we get for talk say we need referendum before we go know whether we will be independent or not. You want give we independent 2 times? If we be there part of La Republique, if a there or Betwa or Marwa, if they agitate today say they want separate a Fang people, they want separate for get their own country, they go give them referendum because they never ever be independent. They never ever get international boundary. They get for after they independent now they will come now carve their own country. They give for them after that referendum. But we no need referendum to be independent because we are already independent. United Nations they use plebiscite for matters where they concern independent countries. But when it concern internal matter, they use referendum. May I give you the difference between referendum and plebiscite? When United Nations be one can ask we whether we will join Nigeria or Cameroon, because we be sovereign people, because we be separate and independent, international recognition, they not be give we referendum. They only consult our opinion for what way they call and say plebiscite. They consult our opinion, and after we give opinion, then they tell we say okay, if na so una go do before una go fit join with this country. Una get for sign a treaty, una get for get a federal, una get for agree on how that country go be, una sign all paperwork. When the United Nations want to consult the opinion of a sovereign nation, they give them referendum, they give them a plebiscite, because that plebiscite is not a legal, be binding. It's just a survey, an opinion survey, where you go fit help them for make the best decision concerning that sovereign people or that sovereign nation. But why you go come tell we in the middle of a fight for defend our restoration where we already restore? Tell we say, may we forget about that one. May we pretend like say we not be get independent. May we come back and agree with international public say we will be one and indivisible. But may we ask for a referendum. And so that if La Republique, they do what they know how to do for 62 years. If the international community, they enter conspiracy with La Republique, including France, they do anything what they want to do. When that referendum result come out, where it not go happen in 1 year, 2 years time or 3 years time, if it take 10 years before they put a referendum, referendum together. If it take 5 years, 6 years before referendum go put out. When they go do that 5-6 years, they go do everything, eliminate all this our fighter, they turn everything upside down. When they go fit turn around, they talk say no, people way they talk say they want join La Republic, now they win. If they decide so, dialogue will be again. Any man where he win referendum, dialogue end. When you accept say you want solve this matter by referendum, it means say you don't suspend dialogue, because for referendum now winner takes all. Whoever win a referendum, that's the end of conversation. No dialogue. And La Republic know how to win any election. Anything will concern election and vote. Anything where they happen inside the country, they call and say their own, one and indivisible. They know what to do. Yes, they know what to do. But if United Nations give you the doubt something, or you want to know exactly how their first plebiscite be waka, and why they join in no be take place, and which side, how this marriage don't waka, and why, what to be the position of the people of Southern Cameroon today, whether they will support we or they no will support we. If United Nations want do that kind of thing, they want know which side where the majority stand, they go consult our opinion on the matter. They no go give we referendum, because they no go give we referendum to know whether we want be independent or we no go be independent, because we don't already get independent. What happen for that first independent? They will consult with opinion, then they discover say okay, majority of these people are standing on this, and then they go feed advice or make resolution for United Nations accordingly on the matter. Yes, now so this matter get for be. Now so this matter get for be so. Anybody way they try for play ball with La Republic, say may we surrender our restoration, our defense of our restored independence. No pretend say we'll never be independent before. Men are United Nations, men are through a United Nations referendum will go know whether we go be independent or will not go be independent. That person don't already sell out to La Republic. Yes, he don't buy La Republic their position on this matter, and I suspect every other thing that follows. If you buy La Republic their position, I suspect any other thing will follow, because I cannot pretend say La Republic no will be a separate country from Ambazonia, Southern Cameroon. I cannot pretend say we will not be get independence from 1961 resolution 60608. I cannot pretend. And if we be get that independence, I cannot pretend that the United Nations will come give we a referendum for determining whether we are independent or not. I no go agree that one. God bless you.
Yes, Mr. President, we will join you. We talk say we no go green that one. Yes, watch I come out again, enter, log in, enter again, make us see if you log out, log in, enter, because they like your internet connection not be good. But why I go the wait make you and Ochiba Nelson join? I go the match fire, the go. Place where I want start. Now for try to distract we a little bit, we'll see the strategy. For 2020, the year 2020, we could be start for plan with the grow between Chris Ano and Abongwa. They be tell Chris Ano tell Nelson Ochiba and many other people say they so this struggle will fight them, make we give her up. For now, after 20 years, we come take federation, or we'll take federation now. After 20 years, we'll come back for come fight take we country. Some people we talk say this thing is so common for Yaoundé. People they will never believe, they will deny them. They never agree. He come again, he can't talk say, he can't talk public. Say some people are saying, no, now he thinks it makes sense. Say some people are saying that we should consider a federation now. How you feel they can't talk that tongue? The people will say so. Wait till you be tell them. And then a friend Mark Barata crop him, show with a true message where he claims that people talk, we will service a message. And even before he make that thing for the new television where we create them, people we don't already sabi. Say that way be. So you won't be mandate Chris Ano. They want to confirm information will get them. This one will be some innuendo, conspiracy theory. And this one of the same people will be the call Chris Ano, be the engage with that very things that people don't call me. You don't call Barrister. So we know them. Now people will come up for prime minister in office. The one for banquet now when I talk and me and nobody do that research. But he be confirmed say they be call it. The Monday be Now for try for make we get more of a people for feel say the solution for this matter na federation. So they be invite Chris Ano make he can self-federation agenda. That way they see am say the political capital where they be expect or the potentials where they be think say because Chris Ano be talk for ABC, they be feel say that he get that capacity for make any decision. People go just hear, any man go just believe him, go just follow him, any man go just do him. That way themselves discover say all that thing it no go work. Ambazonian people no go green. They tell enough for scatter government. So Chris Ano una sabi the story of repeat am for una. E never stay where Chris Ano come up for a television can tell una. Before una hear all the people they talk about referendum. He can't talk because you know when they always use the person who you trust them. For me, announce that kind of thing. They never use Diongute Prime Minister may announce them because those who don't believe. They come use their close friend for announce that kind of theory. For tell you say referendum. Now, Mr. President don't talk something, maybe we don't understand why I explain now. Make you know they like say we'll be just on head people who just no one listen. Because for inside global politics and diplomacy, foreign partners they don't like people who never listen. And now true say we not listen. No, not be true. But we dey listen and then we too supposed to get right for talk. This fight won't fight so. We not still fight now, which way they call an Anglophone problem. Now why that way they force with their media for call and say Anglophone problem. They want to ultimately call and say na Anglophone problem so that it go narrow and down to a problem of a people where they call a language problem. So they don't call bilingualism commission, they create some kind of things. If this fight were to fight, so maybe fight again for teachers and lawyers. And teachers and lawyers, they be do good things for stand up for request for their right for Cameroon. They be try. But the fight no go start end for them. What will be the importance of it they be do? Be say they be help we for Sharon back say, let me say the country where would claim say na one and indivisible way means in a country where they no be divided. Even married where people marry for court. Even married where people enter inside court married. When one person is married, because marriage never be slavery, never be bondage. Marriage na bond, where me say na joining, where people join self, agree they don't join together, they be one person. You understand what I talk? If you say your daughter go marry some person, I want to consider them for level for marriage before enter the Njumba Palava story. If you send your person, you go for inside some country, you go for some people, you go married, and then they beat them. Where for grammar, the people for America call it abuse. For America, self, if you marry my picking self, only for shout me a voice strong, na BB court case. Now the same people when they talk about right or human right, yeah, woman shout always shout self on their neighbor, yeah. Now big they call and say felony. People they go ngata for that one. People they lost their entire life because of that kind of thing. For this side war we will stand up so. We mean say right for people when oppress people, na something we international community take them very serious. We really expect like Amazonian people say we all right for exist like a people. We right for self-determination. Nothing we really expect say them when our international partners them, when our other countries them, when they claim say they want to make a peaceful global village, would expect say they could take will right for exist very seriously. Never until they could take and play wayo with them. Watch out, if you still face challenge for connect, use your phone connect. I will see you immediately. You connect, I will bring you up. So this thing where people they talk am, maybe even to a Cameroon non propose am, or Cameroon not even prove say be will. Because if some man can they tell we say no man of it oblige Cameroon for can she done down talk away. Whether one a fallacy. Fallacy means say na Christok for grammar. Now the only way I have to explain I want to understand a fallacy means a foolish talk. It don't make sense. If some man can't tell with that kind of talk, say no man of it force Cameroon. Now that one a dirty talk. Now for dishonest talk. Why I talk saying a dirty talk? Because we sabi how we even Mugabe, where be there for a side country where they be calculating a dictator, they be giving economic sanctions them. The community be give Mugabe economic sanctions for oblige Mugabe for conform for which way people will call themselves the global actors in the international community. They want oblige Mugabe. Let me say they want force Mugabe for conform for some particular thing. So they will give sanctions. If they return with today say they don't use the very instrument that for give sanction, economic, military, or whatever sanction, for make a made a cabal for Yahoo because she don't talk. Which way they try for tell we be say this will palaver this so that it confirm I'm always in an international conspiracy. Ma explain that one again for pigeon. Where it means say they don't shoot down all them, Britain them, France, United Kingdom, France, and the UN. They choose to play wayo. That means say now they are wayo where it defy logic. It means say injustice day. It means say justice not there for anything they didn't do. So they don't choose to play wayo. Then they don't turn again can call people say they be terrorists. Because if them when at them they make law, not them be law, not them create law. If they don't be respect their law, that means say we live in a lawless world. Any man will do his own thing. See where they don't sabi for the lawlessness. Because I been talk with that big man yesterday. I tell you say, you know, check saying a fine thing for me. They set precedents. Put an set precedent. They say put example. Like some talk, they say the way mommy and papa they behave now, so picking the go behave. If they not correct this thief, where I you can't thief, where France use Cameroon for thief independence. If they not correct and fine, they don't think say they will recreate a problem. For the use cosmetic solution. For my country talk, they call and say korokoro, they call and my country talk say lepe. If you get korokoro for skin, you go to buy na sabulu on a movet, which only Igbo get it, but may not be user on a sabi movet. Or you go to buy na meta, they get plenty name them for rubber and day. Una say some way you go book where you do doctor work, sabi say when korokoro de your skin, you take na antibiotics where go key, they go quench the korokoro in your skin. For village, you get na some country makes it they give you drink. So that means you cure the korokoro na the east side. For grandma we talk say the root cause of the problem, the origin for problem. When foreign party, the one that common sense, even man we know sabi book, you sabi say if something where they call them parasite enter your skin, you not feel the massage your skin may come on now. You go enter the skin, either they go do an operation for move the thing, or they will choose an injection, kill the thing na right inside your skin. This thing they call a referendum, so na cosmetic, na sabulu, na movet, where they don't come korokoro day. Korokoro na the war will fight. 2017, where the Clinton of the day will draw attention 2017 being the consequence of the problem. Because what will be problem? Problem will be say they don't see for right for exist as a people. Now why that way agbobala them, tasang them, they can't talk for French Cameroon say, hey, they would want to do so. Una dey spoil school for picking them. Una not really take people who no sabi talk who country talk. Can't put that with law. It means that una no one give justice for people. Even if their idea be wrong, if they are right for talk, be day when man don't thief out. Therefore, listen to them when they don't slap them. But Cameroon bull people be the one comb their head. Una she don't quiet, una not talk safe. They don't even want me to talk. This matter start where people be the same petition. Now you to that understand how we agbobala we now I consider as a man we get small whatever. They shouldn't really check for his own sense say if we get a relationship with the people. If that will own basic right, not be right when man give we. Man no get right for give man. Now God give man the right. Me, I be Christian. Bible no present God like dictator. Because God he says for his Holy Bible would read and talk say. He say, I have given to you life and death. He says, but choose life. That talk alone means the democracy, the real way if they want to talk to that democracy, means the perfect form of democracy. Now God, the perfect way democracy is supposed to go. Now from God. God said, I don't show you good, I don't show you bad. But I advise you, say me you choose good. That means God not dictate for which you must choose good or bad. So the one way some people who don't tell we say they don't care, wait till we talk, no correct. Now Chris. There's a no say that talk where they talk are foolish. It don't make sense. It no ever make sense. I know it make sense. I still see my brother what child he faced a lot of difficulty for connect. I don't sabi why, but I will still with them for connect this matter because they talk today now really better talk, and I think say go find more really talking well. I don't know. As you hear me so watch I try for come out, enter back. If you know we come out, enter back, that means say log out, log in again. If your internet worry, use your device, your mobile device, because on time they will just so this thing to make, you may need to use your mobile device. So for when I watch you on Facebook and YouTube, when I share, we get plenty of talk. The talk just start. So this thing for referendum, now some smart polite language or people way understand the way democracy they work. For VCA in a democratic approach, and then they use some emotional blackmailing way for put up. They can't talk so that the people where they suffer for ground may they choose their future. Since when now the people where since when independence was a country be then the one way people will get a referendum for get their independence. People will do referendum for separation. So if you fuck say the first week, some will take referendum, you drive a talk say then also will never get independence, will be one country with Cameroon. But now explain for we how we become one country with Cameroon. Now through what method? How it happen? So we can be in a one country with Cameroon. Now for that I say watch child on the show face like say don't finally connect. I say if you don't succeed for connect, you talk small more here. You hear me?
Yeah, I fit get you 5 on 5, but my image not come on since I have internet problem.
Okay, if you talk safe, we hear, and then your face
Yeah,
don't
if
frozen
you take my picture, hang and they will be okay.
No, but you did it. I see you
That's
fine.
me.
Amazonian people
Yeah,
see
thank
you.
you.
And then your image,
Yeah.
it don't be now your image. This palava,
Mas,
for this referendum matter. Get as it be. Now here I want me to talk this more before I explain for people how they don't use all kind of your method. They even want to use first way they call them say they are president when a Chris Anno for make a more see thief then do the thing one do. So talk some more inside the matter before we go inside another thing. Ochiba will
yeah,
connect more time.
a salute to thank you. A salute to my brethren, a salute to Ambazonians and the one way in the diaspora, even for round one. And the salute and I pray for all una demo they strong, so our ancestors then they una. Una pray for una say this revolution, a God ordained revolution. So I get hard for way this man began talk yesterday. Nothing never changed for way to what we did. When this revolution start, they be tell we say we no fit go no. They be tell we say that name say Ambazonia. Put that name say na British Southern Cameroon, na United Nations trustee territory. We be get all these hindrance them for away. But we don't travel inside that darkness. Inside darkness where touch not be there. So that today we don't come for place where light they shine for our skin. Who is there for which kind of place for this world? In no Ambazonians. Light they shine for that our skin that is see we. This point, at the camp for tell Ambazonians say, now the moment this way, I believe say things that won't happen for Ambazonians because some miracle won't happen. Because each time we want get some good thing where they come on, we get all these kind of people where they come talk something. This guy, Atanki say he come up with message, and I tell Mr. Paddy King say he come up with good message. Bring this man up for studio because this guy be don't appear for others channels and for Ambazonia like the ABS. Broadcasting would Capo Pamela and all of the sell house they don't appear, but that one will still go. Things will be now the father for this revolution, them this interim government, this channel now on Ambazonia and get them. So that's why I think say Mr. Paddy say it be good for you for bring this man more and talk more and get them. So not bad for you because we place will send a message for everyone. But this my idea, he get your opinion. Inside their opinion, it get it right inside where it hold them for whole Ambazonia. So I come for talk say, una not overlook for your idea. It don't talk where it is yam. One part of the message it be true. Say this world on see so this world get fever. The West it get fever because this one for Ambazonia is side they get the West get fever because more than 50,000 people don't die. More than 400 villages then be burned down. Uncountable situation, even though we been for only the situation where they for Ambazonia, they for still send armies and United Nations armies, they for still send armies and for peacekeepers. When they go inside Ambazonia, go restore peace because people they die for another way. They're supposed to send, but you see that these very people, the West, they don't shit on one side. So one part for history, I believe, say we be neglected, and the reports them from the Norwegian committee don't always talk say that the most neglected war this way don't happen or genocide where it don't ever take place. Even the one for Rwanda, they be although telephone they don't be, they be talk about them. But this one, I think where they know, we don't send them, we don't match all over the world, we don't talk about everybody know about which way they happen. But no decision where the West want take them concerning we. They don't want take them. Because some conspiracy they inside. But me and Papa want to understand. Because some mago is there inside among these people where they don't want to take decision. For that United Nations, what I will tell you now, the fool people where they get power. France, where you see and so it get plenty power. Then you get Britain, you get plenty power. Britain get own vex for a belly. Certain way they be give that opportunity, some more vote, more join that other brother. When a Northern Cameroons, when I know them. That very place where when I get man like Atiku for Nigeria, he come there. That northern politician, he come of that very state. If he say we get for vote now in favor of Nigeria since we talk English for join, I think that vex be there for Britain they had before then sell us finish for that people made them compensate them because they be compensate them for take way as we decide for go that side. So that vex still there inside British my had. Then Frenchman, that place they provide 60 Ambazonia they provide 65% for the GDP for this La Republic. So who want left that kind of woman way may go? Nobody want left and may go. So I followed Diplonachi his own idea where he talks say the West not the turn back for their vomit. But if the West not turn back for their vomit, a good thing so you know if vomit, you turn back as it talk. I respect you find way for that way. They don't neglect we. They don't want to hear anything about we because now them superpower, it then for their interest. Because British, they harvest gas for water for that place. Out of 20, you get like 23 wells, oil well, petrol well, and then inside water. 3 days, a total of 23 or 26, 27 or 26 days. 23 days for Ambazonia side, or 24 days Ambazonian side, then 3 days La Republic side for inside water. If you fly over for that flow of water, I don't fly for the helicopter and I see which way they inside water. So that petrol where they come out for they go now for French side and all they go for France. The one where they come out for Diane, they go directly for France. So I understand what way France they do the diplomacy or a mission the way they do for United Nations. I understand what way Britain they do there. You know what say the side and a white man color and a white man color, all of them get the same skin color. So they support themselves as European for continue no matter how we die. Because even if now for the case say we don't die, the United Nations peacekeeping force supposed to come inside because more than 50,000 people don't die. This one a conflict where it don't be even internal issue, they will come inside. Even the one for Congo, when an internal issue, they don't go inside. Other nations, the way it happened, they be go inside. Sudan, they become inside. Or South Sudan, they inside. So internal issues, they're supposed to come inside for protect the people. But they never come. So I like that word where they be neglect. That the most neglected conflict for the world. Yes, we understand that one. And the genocide where nobody want care about Ambazonians. Now Ambazonia, they die. Now dark skin color people, they die. Now chocolate skin color, they die of brown skin color. So it not concern the West because their interest not they. Provide their petrol, they come. When they die, that one on a problem. Instead, it go for that article where you hear they say the one reduce the population for world, say the population over plenty. So the more people die, they even glad them. But now we for look which direction we want to come, how we want put firepower or want put La Republic or how we want put them for down. But we also get a lot of challenges because among we get plenty black leg the way La Republic don't buy them, put us down. Continue again for that talk. If you go back, we say for 1961, where he talk for 1961, he said we understand say United Nations now those bulldog way you no get it. You know if you go no side, it only back it should done for this on an empty paper they sign them. Not that empty house in United Nations. There is nothing there. They don't intervene for no problem because that they control that thing, that they control their computer. Then I say you get computer. Now different man get the setting for that computer. Now a different man get the virus. Now a different man the control remote control you where you work for that place. So now say there for United Nations, now France, Britain, now these countries that they control one. So they get the power diplomatically. They get the power. So there's nothing where they will come inside. So I understand the way they talk. Say they no one go back for their history. But when I remember, say that very United Nations, I know say the people that they inside I just clown them as they talk. They become for La Republique Gambia 2 flags, one for Southern Cameroon and one for La Republique. Where the talk say when become together. When I become together for even at 72, when I come together for gentleman agreement when Nanjumba. I tell when I say I'll give you an example for that one Ambazonians. Even if you see woman, you want to marry that woman, you go take that woman and for city where you see that woman, you go find who say where he parent day. Forgive money for that thing. Now so this matter where they for Ambazonia day. You know if that Tibonians never tell me say them as we understand which way they for their has a bad heart, a bad member. Because you know if it come, you see woman for inside city, you just take that woman, you should know that you marry them. You know go see who's away a parent and they inside village for see who's away that woman come. So now one problem that way they inside. If you get, as they talk this thing, if you get a cancer, and there plenty type of cancer day within day. So before they start give you medicine, and go against it, Tiboniach where you talk that one say, if you want to take malaria medicine, they will just give you the medicine for cure you. They don't want for know how way they diagnose. No, they not just give you medicine where they know cancer medicine where they don't know which kind of cancer where you get them. And because medicine for cancer, it get plenty. Therefore, they get for know the DNA for that cancer where they inside your body. But they get for go or root them, for screen them, for know which cancer where you get them. Now, for inside that cancer, then you know well. So the cancer, it contain which fever, it mix with something, or now how we want to treat them. It don't be like you get boy. They just start give you a medicine. Or that good example, they want to get for now. They just give you medicine, so you drink the boy go your boss. They don't even know. You just come hospital where big aguada. So you get boy. They don't know what the boy now where you there. You don't talk doctor say, oh yeah, now aspirin go cure you. You see, say now aspirin be a problem. Aspirin they go all side for your body. It get 13 sickness where they cure. So definitely it go cure that one. So now the same thing where Tibondaji make me understand say the West, their own law, where today they stand for back and say their territory where they were put on during that time for colonization. They plant pillar and we get Republic pillars where they there for the boundary. We get custom posts where they stand for the boundary. We get language where they differentiate we, and we get everything where they're different. But today they tell we say, una no one go back for una vomit because una the shame for what we wanna do. I think so. That's the issue. I get one paper where it come out for Britain, one newspaper where it come out. It talk say the families them, the offspring them for the slave master, they are picking them today. They ask the British government, they don't form a group where they try for CC. It does something like forum, something like WhatsApp forum on a group where they don't form. They try for CC, make British government for put everything so that British government fee go apologize for the days for slavery. Which way they be do, which way the four parent they be do, and for pay repatriation. Or now which way they talk to the one pay. So the one time for pay money or for pay the damages, which way because and for see into it here, the fee see all this problem. See the family comes to make the British government go back for the days of slavery. How long will they be get for go back for slavery? So this man would tell me say the world nothing go back for a thing where it happened for just 50 years ago or 60 years ago. And La Republica we 72. How many years that way? They nothing go back there. Now 50 years they get for go back inside that item. But you say they nothing go back 50 years. The world nothing go back for a vomit. No matter they make mistake. So we get for understand say something there inside this place where you know the worker. Because you never tell me that one. If these people that talk say the British government say they apologize for slavery, they apologize for colonization, which way it take place, it be a crime. But you tell me it's that very people that they apologize for colonization, say it be a crime or slavery, but they nothing go back again. And the king come the other day, he tried for talk, say he talks something concerning the British involvement for slavery or the British involvement for colonization. One of the two. If he been a slavery. But if I take now the position of slavery, say King Charles, they talk about the position where Britain be taken the royals, they be taken inside a long time ago inside slavery. They want apologize. They want pay for certain things them. So how far did the thing can go where 50 years they not think them? So I not believe for this thing. But Ambazonia don't prove for the world say there is nothing impossible. There is nothing impossible. Ambazonians, I'm seeing the light just close to you. We are almost there. No matter who way the can talk say, it not gonna be possible. It gonna be possible because we got it gonna be possible. That's it. They be tell we all say, they never ever call that word say Ambazonia, but today the whole world they call that well. It's not only La Republique that they pronounce that well, but the whole world they call that well. They be tell we say no, it be possible. La Republique no if we call that word, but today inside La Republique they call that word, and at this very Ambazonia they sink La Republique. La Republique don't spend most of its resources now for buy black legs, for bribe black legs, for send armies then for each place for inside Ambazonia they don't be camps. For each area for inside Ambazonia, they don't be camps, they don't be military barracks, they don't poison the mayors, they don't poison their appointed duos, appointed governors everywhere. They don't point them. They don't put their people, they don't import their people them inside Ambazonia, plant them everywhere. Then they don't come today, they say what we call and say referendum. There is no referendum inside Ambazonia because La Republique understand what way they do them. So the channel people can't sell this one. So if Nipponiaji can't own I call us when I call in us this can't talk yesterday. If we talk say more gonna referendum on a Christian or whoever they shout about a referendum, these are things we will not go. We cannot get independence twice. We just want men to support their action. Which way they be taken, which way they be signed for, which way they be vote for. We just want to make them back themselves and live to their word like a gentleman, like a nation will word. You know, if you tell me, so when I call myself say West, you call yourself say white man, when me say pew, so you be pew. But you know, if you stand up to that standard of pureness. So this one, it will is we. It will is we plenty for Ambazonia. Because if you call yourself say white, definitely if you look for mirror, you know white, because you know be A4 paper. Una no white actually as we know una. But if at that point una talk so una be pure for life, then una get for stand for back una words the one I talk for say this nation we don't be independence, they don't get independence twice. And if we want bring plebiscite even, the one will be the only country where it don't come for can't get independence twice. But how you want conduct them inside Ambazonia where everywhere in a lot of public full. This very government where they rule, that very nation they never fail election, not one day. This very country, the West, why they give them sanctions? Why were they giving them sanctions if they're not be the cross territory? So made them come up, be a man for back up their things where they stand for, than rather than those being there, the talk say, no, we'll not go back for the past because the past is the past. Even if we go back for past, then what are you guys doing in Ukraine? If you left Russia may go about because a strong man in the whirlwind. Now you ask Ukraine may maintain your boundaries and where Ukraine get our independence. Why did they go back for past if na European nation? Why are they going back the past? Even if we go back for past, why would I be storm Kuwait, Iraq, where you want to take Kuwait? Why they be go stormy the Gulf War? If you no one go there, what were they doing there? Because they be go back for their past. For see and say no fine. So wait where Iraq they do they get for maintain your boundary. But why do you push China? Where China want to take over Taiwan? Why are they pushing China? If we let China may take over Taiwan, because that one people, that one language, that one everything. So more see the past, now the past. We get for diagnose every problem where you get them from the genesis of that problem. So you know, if tell me say you want to start B house, you're standing up for air. You know, go dig foundation for that problem for be that house. So I not believe for any word where you talk. I respect your opinion, but I not believe for any word where you talk for discourage we Ambazonian. There was another one they call it say Cohen, ex-ambassador Cohen, the man where they work at the four. The group Ayaba and all the like, they can't talk say when the Swiss process was going on, they can't say no, now America go stand or did this one, Cohen will come. Cohen, when he can talk, he talk say, yes, we will say una for federation, but we not go get Bakassi. Bakassi won't be there. The oil no will be there. We now get the state, but those oil no will be on our own. Look at these people. Look at these people. They look we. They say they look now. Everyone. The thing is that the West still look Africa. It still look we. It look some of us. They said would they inside hole? Would still live inside box? And then they said then they inside the year 2023. We they inside the year 1720. This is how they look us. So would they far behind? So they can decide everything where they want for us. No, we take with destiny into our hands. So we get those blacklegs among us for uproot them. Then we do it, we don't do them. So fine as you don't come give your opinion how the West think about us. So now we for First La Republic and for First La Republic. Now forget all the blacklegs where they're among us, all those channels where they use and forget into us. We will get into us because there is a set those canker worms or those cabbies or those bed bugs where they're inside our own society. Now they eat us. So if they eat us because the talk say that thing where they kill cocoa beans, it there within that cocoa. That thing where they kill Ambazonians, there within Ambazonians. If not, this revolution will don't go ahead because over the dependent on this man, we know we're going ahead. So that talk, we know the other talk, but we like the talk because you don't come. We go use that talk as a spring box to get for where we want to go, to get to the apex Ambazonians. The word where that man talked yesterday, it make we anger. Because it make we come for heart for understand, say, the world not be with us. We think so, we get some Godfather. Where we get for stand with us, there is no Godfather. It's the time now we will fight for our own. We will fight for our own to stand to the perfect place where we want to be. So we'll not get nobody with us. The West is not with us. We Ambazonians will fight for our destiny. Our destiny is in your hands. That's what we'll get to understand at this particular moment. We get some certain people.
I think so. You don't talk.
The last one again. The last one.
You don't talk
certain brothers among we. Yeah, the last one. You get some certain brothers among we. Where they talk say, Ambazonia not be country, you not get flag. That's Chris I know. So now that the idea of referendum where the one can talk. Say Ambazonia not be country, you not get flag. We get a Cho Ayabawe talk say the abstract. We get a man now where he don't train him. He don't train some schoolboy where he don't come up. A first graduate, na Capo Pamela or the call say Daniel. We don't can talk say Ambassador should just give now their word then that will grant La Republic corner them. Then they tell we some more give up. Now the same article for this word where this man he can't tell we say more will give up. According to your word, say we'll give a stand for place where we stand. we'll not get for taking a referendum for that place will stand, go ahead. If we take referendum, we don't shoot we serve on the leg, the day will take them because a La Republic will just rig them. I see the rig all election for inside their country. Now the same thing. Now you get identity. Now you get a birth certificate, all in French. Now you get all signboard. Now you control money. So how you one can stand? Diaspora and if you go down there, if not La Republic control, we will never go down. Our election will never control. So all people that for Bafusam will go down for Bamenda. All people for Douala or Yaoundé, boss is where they go bring them. All we people in Nigeria. So who want vote? Now all of them. So those now one that no referendum self now no go soon. We don't even want to hear that kind of fever. Thank you, brother. It is over to you.
Yeah, you see, so my brother, before we talk about this, I don't know where to happen with Chiba. I think say it to get issue for connect. But you see, before we even want to take this talk go for another level, I want more, you don't mention that announcement, man. I want more get to the intricacies or how we be try to accomplish the same agenda for referendum for your own style. For people we get brain for remember. When I remember time we Mr. Arno be there when I say they don't launch project for ID card. How many people remember? For those way they remember when I begin the comment for platform I na comment I see una. We talk about the project for ID card. It talk say time not reach we always supposed to get ID card. That one be now after we if it don't fail. For convince we people, you know what way La Republic want do? For call he say the president, even though they know say we will not agree for you, will not donate money for you, they hungry, they can't cash it, they can't kill it. They want call he say the president, he call all una glad say una get ID card. They take the database, you get down to people, Bambileke people, Bolo people, all man will mix to the database. Then they bring now their referendum. Inside that referendum, they do them now. It shows a majority people want now, so maybe they join them now, La Republic du Cameroon. So we wanna be very careful what they want. As we talk, so you go ask Arno, say, what will be the difference between plebiscite and referendum in Osabi? So you see, La Republic du Cameroon, they use people way for two ways. Either people they be ignorant for grammar. They may say people what I know they head. They just talk here that they big mob every place. What I know they. Number two, they use now people way they're already corrupt. If we not doubt them, so that someone always bring this kind of talk. The fireman will remind you now the danger will be involved for some of these things. How they use different ways. The objective for that Chris Arno, the ID card. Now, the one will tell you that intelligent, maybe assumption. Because they plan for this referendum thing. We yesterday they get night meetings, they will Arno them. Arnos and representatives where they come out for Yaoundé for Prime Minister office. I will give you this one where I talk so. Maybe something where I guess I'm not fact. And inside their meeting, they when they call for man say president, they identify Arnos for inside their meeting say he be president. That there are various different meetings there. Even though they know say Amazonian people don't boycott them, deny them, they don't be in agreement with him, they call say be their president. So now so they do. Terrible palaver. I want to remind you now, and then we'll come back and talk some very important thing we get to do this town hall with President. The invite when I'm on tenor. We'll also talk some still we get for do with the only way we will get now. And the chances say now the way that and the way we will win. I want to remind you of two President we talk. We'll come back. We'll stay tuned.
Fellow Ambazonians, I want to say around 2018, we will get this interim government we be get national ID project. But when I be weigh that project, I be see am say we where we dey for diaspora, we no need ID because we already be identified. The people that be really need them for pride because now they don't make the highest statement. Now we are forces and our people on the ground. But I be see am say if we be continue in that part by withdrawing their other identification, we give them our own. We will just deliver them to be targeted and to be killed. So I weigh the project in terms of using it to raise money. I discover say it is cost ineffective. I mean say the cost of production, the cost of doing all that, and the benefit we want get them from there, the cost pass the benefit. I throw away the project one side. And from that moment, the interim government be denied. It be see and say we no need them. Many people too, they be get concerned about an identification database for Amazonia. Identification database, it means say when you want to make identity card, you get for provide your name, you provide all your 3 names, you provide your papa name, provide your mommy name, provide your address, place where you dey, and then your contact information, your photograph. No, in this period of war, we see and say that's too much to require from the people, because as people that they change in this struggle, if somebody carry that database go, you know go find for we. And when I say when I don't see what happen for the struggle, people don't be say that the Amazonia forever. Say whether na caterpillar go no go fit move me for here. When I don't see what it don't happen. So the wisdom be talk say, may we not do that kind of thing. We go gather all Amazonia for diaspora, we put that inside one database. Database where no man no go even use, because if for identity card, you no go use pen name, you no go use alias, you go use your real name, your real photograph and everything. All we will know for that situation right now. So we discover say that project is is unnecessary. Now where I hear some people, what I said the commodity talk say make people then come anywhere where you did, maybe you send your photograph, you send your name, you may they make you identity card, say you be Amazonian. May I tell you something? And now after I finish, you hear this message. If you like, you go ahead, you go do it. But I want to tell you something. Say the people where you go, the person where you go give your identity card, give your identity, your photograph, give your names, give your papa name, give your mommy name. You get for no say. You don't put your name inside a database, and only God know who and who they go get access for that database one day. Who and who inside that group they talk with La Republic, they talk with Atanganji, and they talk with people the way it go betray you, go betray your family, go betray your people. The most important thing for anything we do for inside this diaspora now, not only for raise money, and when we raise money, we put them for the hand for the people the way they fight. We know they here for we will get. You know if you can give me identity card say because make a buy and so that you will get money. No. We not use identity card for revenue. Now how much you go come out? Cost of production how much? They go get now how much for day. Then because of that little money, we put the whole revolution. We jeopardize the whole revolution. Jeopardize for their family back home. Jeopardize everywhere. And we will know no man no fee swear. Say he know we say where that name they go end. That database go. We in the interim government we talk say if you need paper or go do your asylum, you belong to your local government, you belong to your county, you know say we get our department in the presidency will be in charge of immigration. Many of una who don't help una, even someone the way they coach we today we're not activists, we don't give them paper so that they get document. We don't take no man money say give we this money so that we'll give you paper. If we see and say you be committed to the struggle, we help you. We no need for sell you anything for help you. We the only testify, say we know you, say you are a comrade, and may we help you. We don't help people them for outside, for Europe, for America. No dime. Make some one man come on here talk say don't take what we don't take $1 for you because we want happy. Because why? We the help na people we don't already know them who fit testify. This one where people they go talk say they want make identity card. Well, you know if you verify people them their origin. Finally you go come here say oh man plus people the way you don't know what are 11, 12, 13 province. All they go gather for the all man go get the one the way whether na Nigeria any side way there and so on where they strong people for this docky matter. It go come be na docky government. Docky no we will deal with people then what we sabia. We no fit go online we say may any man pay money put your name here we will give you paper. We no fit do that kind of thing. One because we no get nothing for profit from that. It be cost ineffective. It be dangerous for the revolution. It be dangerous for the people and their families. We no fit do that kind of thing. I discourage us very strongly. Nobody in the diaspora should go deliver yourself so to an unknown group of people. You even know who said that they go print am? You know who go do am? You know who said they go take that name them? Be very careful. When it happen, I make this audio myself so that when it happen, make you not call the name of the interim government. There's one interim government, and they tell you so. If somebody tell you say not, there's a certain interim government where don't talk say they the one give you identity card say you be Amazonian. No say it is fake, but if you like, go ahead. But may you not talk say you be confused. Let me be do am. Let me I want say may you hear my voice and make your choice. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Okay, we just show una say how they use plenty indirect ways for do the same thing. That means they don't use plenty method. Ask yourself, say, we just shoot on for morning time now. So what's this idea for referendum? Come on. And the fun na say it try for the Amazonian them way that they even want to talk about this. Then they realize and say they represent themselves very weak. Like they are totally weak. I see some this guy was my classmate. He's an elder person to me, but I heard maybe Prince Mendy when I know Franco. He's an elder brother to me, but I be happen for the same class we for high school. So I observe say Mendy Franco, it makes some comment yesterday and today for some place. He say we will accept a UN supervised, a UN organized. You see the people ignorance. UN supervised referendum. La Republique will not participate. I asked him Bonash yesterday, how are you people going to execute this? He makes sure say no answer him because he knows say it not be executable. There is no referendum where you will organize them when La Republique no will participate. How you no will participate? You go tell them Bunda people where they don't be as the Bamenda say where some who live in Bunda people for quite away, we don't even know say some of them are Bunda.
Yeah, that's it.
We live in the people who know sabi because we will be the most hospitable people when me I don't see them. Na Bamenda people.
Yeah.
For inside the entire Cameroon put together. You never Bamenda, you don't even get work where you work, you the chop. Yeah, you can't pay my house landlord. You don't pay rent. He will come for money and cook chop, call send it picking and they put their own for their pan, can't give you. Na Bamenda that. So they don't take this kindness, hospitality, this hospitable behavior for Bamenda people for granted. So any man feels if he talk, do anything. Well, it no will happen. If the world thinks that they be very irresponsible, if they talk say for the war now, it don't pass them for Oblachi Yawunde, for joining for table. They don't know the sanction, economic sanction them. We will take with responsibility our future for one. We will bring Cameroon. President Sarkozy will not be interested in negotiation 7-9 again. We want a recognition for people where they be interested in recognize me. We don't need for the back people who will get whatever one of the richest people in the world, the back people will recognize me. Because it's people on the house. We sabi what to do. It don't take only 5 years. Oh. You get people that don't fight for 30 years, but if you do the kind of popcorn what they do. They check for their sense, they don't succeed for ending matter. Now they say, now when I talk, no say now last time with time. Only pop condemn. And me, I don't care what try. If they want pop some console, they pop na for Douala or na for Yaoundé. Because when they say the man need fear grief, and when you don't default for inside water, you feel whole even snake neck. For inside deep sea, you go whole even snake surround survive. If we pop concept, it pop na me, I whole opinion say when one pop commune, they choose direction where to go. Me they just cover as well the pop new corner go come down. Let me the normal corner the pop only moto. When I pop the corner, me the cover eye, me they no look direction where you go. Me they just pop, me the pop, me the entire Gulf of Guinea feel the pain. Go ahead.
You know what way they day. Malcolm, Mr. Paddy.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, Malcolm. You know, we don't always respect that thing say we be a nation. We be a nation. La Republique na a nation. We don't always respect that thing. We don't always respect our frontiers. That's the boundaries. We don't respect every we do more. We don't respect them for Ambazonia. But at the top one state, you get me?
Yes, I hear you fine. You did chap.
Okay. We the top one thing say we don't respect them from this beginning of this revolution. We don't want cross boundaries because we talk say that one a different man do more. And I won't go for this one because na my neighbor there. You see, boundary pass for Mongo. We no one cross that Mongo. You say for Metazam, for Bamenda, a pass na for day. We no one cross. We want go for Loom. We talk say boundary pass na here. We no one cross. We don't always respect all this place. But I can't tell my people say, if they say, since that they claim so we be one nation, more will do it where people for one nation they do. Now the thing now I will tell you for inside that track. Say they say we be one nation. Therefore, boundary in no then for Mongo, boundary now then for Bonaberi. Now for they get for B. Because we only take that gentleman agreement for respect we self for stay within our zone. But now Tibonachi say no, you know if you stay between your zone and so international committee look at. Secondly, that oil where they come out from Dian, they go for inside water. That gas place where they come out, that oil they go. Why man like oil? If we get away that oil, you go here they will start talk about you. They know say they're serious. Because they know say we don't over confine we place only for pop moto. No, we get for upgrade ourselves at this level. We get for upgrade ourselves. All that oil well them all. They get for finish. Nothing not get for take place. We'll upgrade ourselves. Now we know the pop na only moto. Now we get black legs and we get mission for oil, the thing where they like and best. Because they come for Africa for seek one thing. If you take away that thing from their hand, now so they, you know, some language they say, buttocks, your bomb, a like chair. If you take away all chair for house, that bomb not go she down if you wear white clothes or it go she down for ground. But if you wear white clothes and party clothes, that bomb, maybe you want to go party, you know, life for she down. So if we take away every chair where they inside house for Ambazonia, all the chairs them, then then colonizer not go get place for Shidong. Colonial master not go get place for Shidong. If you take all chair them, no chair to sit in Ambazonia. Now they're gonna stand for air. When they stand for air, they are full hot. All stranger go run house because chair not there for Shidong. That's the only operative way we give them for inside Ambazonia. As I tell you so. So we come again for 1 point for tell the talks 1 point. Who all gather for inside back. Some will gather all as get one head. I don't go try for read 1 or 2 things for put them for Ambazonians. Mommy and Papa, that 1 year this one, and for that people they for home front or for ground one, where they talk say unite. Because I tell you say no, not so the function. No, you know if you take kerosene, mix them with mixer with mercury. You know if you take mercury, mixer with dust. Mercury or dust, they wrap itself, they go among them, only them inside. And they go take dust, mix them. All that chemical, then get them. If I take Ambazonia as a chemical, we be people. We inside we get plenty of people. All them where they get, if that groups where they as Ambazonia, they get already idea, say they want to go Boya. Then they are united because they get one mission for go Boya. The problem we get among we and say those one where they want to go Yaoundé, no one show their identity, said that they go na Yaoundé. The one where the federalists on a one Cameroon, they can't mix for we. Then the one where they talk say that they go Yaoundé, they go down for Canada for whole one meeting. Would that very people that go Yaoundé? You know if we take federalists and unionists and independentists or restorationists, they go there for one meeting for Canada. They talk say we want go na Yaoundé. Say we go na Boya. Where they go na Yaoundé? Then you say more unite. How can we unite? How can we have one mouth? Even them, the European, they get one mouth. Inside America, they get one mouth. Nobody for this world get one mouth. For every country where they fight for independence, even take for even can always be. We get plenty of groups in the day. You know, say Nelson Mandela on side be there, Buthelezi on side be there. Everybody sell out be there for inside the society, all level where they enjoy. Even American society where they fight for their own. I see we talk. When Americans were fighting, it began the one where they want to stick with Britain because they enjoy the job. It gave for Scotland, for UK, where they fight. Scotland, they stick. You get some people that inside the nobles where they enjoy. They stick for themselves because they know so they get business from the UK government for England, where they enjoy. So they will enjoy them. They don't need any portion for independence. Now the same thing among we will get the mayors, we get the CPD group, the elites who come as a parliamentarian. Then they don't buy some of we for here where they go na Yaoundé. So they only mix among we so far they cash the flow. So far their money the flow, they will mix among we, they try to convince the world, say, hey, they not be united, they not be this one.
They will be
You don't
divided. The idea I said they want also will be divided. I don't know from
so
where
we'll
they
be
get that divided. Yeah.
No country never be united 100%. No country don't ever be united. You know if you tell me say any country don't be united. Even you, yeah, a woman is a house. See that man will come even married. Yeah, a woman, you don't have idea, no one day. You never be. Sometimes even pot soup where you cook them. All the meat they inside. But when you go for go take, I know you select the one you select them first. You chop before you can chop the other one. Even the meat they be there equal, why not pick anyone where come for your plate? Where you select the better one for take them.
You see, so we get picking them house where they picking their own be on it actually jig meat for up look and put them back and jig so up if you know how it is safe day. So this whole thing about what I just interrupt you about talk say this whole thing about the fact that they claim say if we show a united front before we understand the illegality of Cameroon now just a fraud. I agree the fact say the world actually fear for create another South Sudan. But the reason why we will not be South Sudan is because they get to look at the level of democracy we will not exercise. If we supposed to be South Sudan, we will not pick number 2017. We will not take sugar cane them and stick them. We will not the popcorn now. Now say they say we don't push a man for war so they bat so they don't see and say the war don't tight. It will go again. Because if you don't reach that place, we will go again. If you see Cameroon with the push with teacher and lawyer, they don't already want to use now, they want to change the education and everything. How if you imagine say we there for country, the country will be willing to tell we about who we will even be like a people. I get my friend where they call a Mendy George. For 2010, he be in Guacle, around 2011, 2012, he be do PhD. He be a teacher from Chang, then he do PhD from Guacle. And PhD be now for the it be surely captured as something like Cameroon, the Cameroon Union be illegal. If you don't tell me some of these things in that time of the master, you know the very way the nonchalance behavior way federalists and get and today I'm like master left that on let that talk master let me move for this Cameroon. So you see how education will be dangerous. The education is a way we will just enjoy slavery. The power of education. So they want really stop we no educate we begin them. Now why that big program will get as something important? If we not talk big thing for you, so man can't talk as on sweet way. Bring na white man skin, he can't talk for una. Very sweet way. He talk for una for home front say it is so one minute una the summer of una desire una future. You will not even buy beer or drink for free. We don't catch you beat them. They determine the way you live. I watch Ying Fu sang on the other day for CRTV. Now, so another person that way will know him. Ying Fu talk say a lecturer. He said, but come on, only for whether na Bukwango na Busa go reach by 70 or Mutenge, you get like 6 police. For come on, only for they pass enter Douala. Makusha asked them, so I go do night with the Douala self. He said, only for workers, so you get more than 6 police away, all they take you 2,000, 5,000, 500 every day. Legal fraud, legal stealing. You see, we people will believe, say, Amazonia supposed to get independence will not be divided. Now, information the way the people supposed to get them clear. But people when they don't recruit them from Yaoundé, title them say federalist. Come for we. They no fit candy, bonjo, the mixed multitude. They want bring a mixed multitude. Because mixed multitude na people will not agree. So they try to tell we say, let the people where they no fit agree come together so that they can easily divide and conquer we. If to say they believe say we will be divided now, will not because when they talk so be divided, in other words, they tell we say we will not strong. When I come for table, we will see them say we will not be divided. When I come for table, we will talk. Which way they try to do? Now say they want to make a more weak. Take people when are unionists, special institutionists, bring all man together, come put we for one place. So that when Dr. Sakori talk say, hey, this thing they so, we be supposed to go na so man when I'm Mumungombe. Go can't talk say one federation. Or so the one way they call itself say na Keremuna. Go start talk about German Cameroon. Let's return back to a German Cameroon. Or so the another Chris one way in name again Agbobala. They go start talk say yes, we can have self-determination, inclusive self-determination. So can attend the way for the user they don't even explain and fine. So now they target that. They will realize the Swiss talks maybe involve enabler them. So they do all things for just nullify them, enabler them maybe for Swiss talks. You get people where they get one agenda. Total freedom for Southern Cameroon. They start Wayo to corrupt some few of them. Bring Wayo, corrupt them. Then now they bring this other one way they call him an activity. It can't sabotage them. Now what I will tell you when I say you have to work for. Because how come you never be in agreement of Swiss? And then you go shit on for quarter yuan for Toronto Day. We boy come up for Prime Minister of una begin job life. They pay hotel for una the job, they do the job on a life, they feel free. Then can lie we Amazonian people they say when I talk on behalf. Rene Sadi Bulu, that Bulu boy Rene Sadi, come on, can't talk say. I beg they don't know nothing. Na Prime Minister be David talk here, he brought them. I should talk on television. The Prime Minister be talking about them. I should say, now it's good that certain Cameroonians are talking among themselves. So they whoa, the fight so. Now so we never know for talk about say. How? Wait, I said, man really ask the question, watcher. They say they want us to be talking among ourselves. Yeah. We don't care they say we problem now for talk among ourselves. We get problem to talk about ourselves. Me, I don't choose I don't talk for Chua, but I don't want to talk me because I know this. Because maybe if you put poison in my chop. Now the point that I don't choose to talk to them. But if I want to call them for talk, I'll talk to them. Southern Cameroon's a problem, not a problem for unity between Southern Cameroon and them. Please, will not stop that foolishness. How they will narrow a big problem where would freedom not be stolen? Would teach them want come out talk them, beat and kill them. They go for Nigeria, go kidnap, will leader them, come put up a prison. How will now just turn the talk say until we start talk among ourselves? Now, the war start when I never talk among ourselves. I said, I need to understand this. How the matter do turn come now? The fact we start talking about self the requirement for choosing poor that. I don't even like to give all the example of Butelesi because that is all bullshit. Forgive the grammar what I use as well.
Bro, may I help you?
Go ahead.
May I help you? Ambazonians. We love ourselves. Ambazonians love ourselves. Even our brother, their blood where they fall. Even our brethren, our picking the way they scatter their head. The one way they fry them for oil. We remember una, we love una. Una spirit no go in vain. We stand with una. We be with una. We always be una. All our brothers, the way they don't, that restorationist. The one way they don't take sugarcane for defend us. The one way they don't take popcorn for defend us, then die away not be their time, untimely death. We stand una and we believe say una spirit will do Ambazonia. Una name will be written for Boya. It will be written for calf, for stones, where they will plant them for Boya. We are the capital, una names that will be carved on that stones. So una blood never go in vain. Una spirit they fight and made the fight for we for background. May nobody no can tell we say we'll not go do so. No, it does not work that way. That time na dark ages. This time we talk say that world may be their world. This world things don't change because we get God for side. The nobody can tell we say it not go happen because we tell them say it go happen and it only happen. And not say the West not like somebody where it be educated. The West not like somebody where the reason. That's the main reason where they tend for put the no one put Ambazonia for the top form. The no one recognize Ambazonia. The no one bring Ambazonia a problem for table because Ambazonians then be too intelligent, they be too educated. So if there were people where their head be blocked like Chris Arnold, their head be blocked like Ayaba. It's easy to fool this type of people. But behind them, they get another people. If there were people like Jomba Akoro, if there were people like Akwanga, all these people, their head be blocked, they know the reason. All the people that go Canada, if they were like Una, it was easy to convince Una. The problem never happened for this one. La Republic don't pull 2 times. Man, consider say La Republic began for see Una for Canada. He pull away. Why he pull away? He pull away because he discovered say for Canada nothing no happen. The best way to find them now the real IG when a Dr. Sako supposed to head them. He don't come Canada. That was the reason La Republic pull it on. Because you know go talk so the whole something for Canada. The next day the foreign minister for Canada come announce them. They will not want to be divided past Ambazonia. When the world want to 7 and be for 1. Why the world says no ask La Republic one question say una say be divided because they never go talk for Canada. Say una begin meeting, then your minister come out talk say the no hold am. Wo una be dead. Una come out talk say no, we not recognize anybody. Some their minister not go declare for France something, then Ataranji come out the next morning. Their prime minister go declare Ataranji come out the next morning, condemn them. So you know to show something. You know to show say them be divided. They be divided past and person. So nobody for tell we so will be divided. The main point I said not before you don't know we point. We point and say we want our right we want install the independence where it be missing where they don't thief and for road. Now we point that restoring our independence. Now the part that will be important. Recognizing us. That's the only part where it be important. So if you want to take away from mix them with other people where they stand for one Cameroon. No, you know they happen that way. For every nation, they be divided. So we can never be united. If you want to take that one in a trap for Kashwi. We first talk say, we're not going to listen for Ambazonia because we know one Sudan. Ambazonia don't prove for the world say, we be the first democracy in Africa in 1953. We practice free and fair election. We work together as one. All Ambazonians, they come together, they make free and fair election, they sponsor their own government, they manage the little resources where the British belong for them. We don't prove that one by feeding our refugees when they're in Nigeria. We don't prove that one by standing behind those where they lock them, by standing behind the IDP them, by standing behind hospital, not the La Republic, but we treat our people them through another means and they survive. So they don't discover say we'll not fall, we'll be intelligent, so we'll stand on our own. They don't discover say we'll produce the IED, we'll produce our own. Well, La Republic when a big nation, it not be able to produce them. But in Changshu boys are able to crush their fingers and produce something. So that this is with this nation, how powerful will it come tomorrow? So I talk this one also for Changshu boys them. You wanna be feed the when and Chang. When I defeat the Shuna catapult or rubber gun. Then today we don't stand for producing our own gun, we don't stand for producing our own AD or make our own punky. Tell me where will be a nation tomorrow where to will produce them. The world will understand so on a daily. And at the very thing where they make them, why man no 1 year that kind man? If it be been at the people I don't call their name before, where they know the thing, those black legs where they know the think, they forgo. Those people where they go Canada, they know the think, they forgo. You don't go Canada for go negotiate with La Republic and La Republic they pull out. Then when I can't stay with the world tour for more than 5 months when I did Canada, when I never bring it out for the people, when I tell me that diplomacy. So one of the terms in diplomacy, they not they bring them out because diplomacy they so they right now for background again for keep them. They not go brief Ambazonia. You go for something in an open thing, you hide them for 5 months. You not go give them for the very people where the claim say they represent. Not beside the people send you. And they tell you say one of that people that go Canada, they call and say a kilo, that kilo a daughter. You kill your daughter, all man knows that one Cameroon. You go for go negotiate like waiting. What's important today? Why La Republic will pull out? Because who were they Canada that one Cameroon? Already you know everybody where they Canada. It was no interest to La Republic because all the people where they Canada now he sponsor and bring a Canada. I don't bribe them. You don't get all that one in one basket. Nobody people that way need them. So don't buy that people that conscience. Who even need people IG? That's the people who need them. The resistance. Now which way we need them for make sense because he go talk with them, try to convince them. May they can worship the flag where they don't cook them with on Tumaco, where they don't cook them with Mexican. So that way you come sing that their national anthem, just like Ayaba they be sing, just like all the representative for Christopher or John Akoro, Akwanga, all of them be there inside. They be sing that national anthem where they show they be one. They follow the prime minister they want. But I asked the one question. Una go team up, kill more than 50,000 of una own people. Team up. Or their opposite, the French side, for kill your own people inside your own house. Kill them. Burn houses, burn all villages. Your papa in town, we don't kill everybody inside family. Shame not there una, then tomorrow una will settle for your own country. You just said that very la Republic man go trust you. Well, if you kill your own family, kill everything, kill your country people, everything, they not go trust you. Nobody will trust you. Even the ancestors not go trust you because you be bad picking. You be bad one. This kid a pig gun kill your own people inside your own country. You bad. You terrible. You terrible where the ancestors never forgive you one day. So you are one Cameroon. That people they get problem and be more divided, even past Ambazonia. But they never kill themselves. When one of them died, they cry even one of them. But we own more than 50,000. You still continue digging people their home for kill them. Because they get motive, say they won't be free. But if you be talk for their master, where the worker can kill Ambazonia and say, who's that road? You want make plebiscite, who's that road where motor go pass? You want make referendum on what they call them, who's that road where motor go pass? Who's that water where people they go drink? Nothing not there for all this year. Why not ask your master? Even identity card. Una want to work and restore order to una get identity card. Una be very corrupt for the way.
My brother, only for make identity card, you get people way that they spend money, 60,000 ID card. Now I'm saying the most terrible country I don't see for make passport, ID card in that country. I'm support don't be house of Cameroon only for stand for middle, for be middle men them, for make ID card and passport for people. You talk, in fact, a lot people where you don't choose say they want to remember Cameroon, may they remain. But me they pretend for the world so they be part of we. If you reach up say a small head fish a bull woman don't give for Carrefour Billy. You want to let that Israelite they take them for days that they don't tell Moses say they want to go chop them cucumber and garlic. Will not force you. Joe go to chop bull put their fish. Let Ambazonia for we because once you choose their side, then the mingle, the member, let's say you be part of me. You be enemy. Tomorrow's on town hall day with president. I just when I don't see the flyer them. Before we want close this talk, we'll talk now. So for talk about the draft will come up again next month and ABC Amber Television Day. Mr. President don't just send out some audio. Make a plan for una here.
Fellow Ambazonians and all our friends and well-wishers, wherever you are, tomorrow is Thursday, the 27th of April, 2023. We have an enlarged town hall meeting. We are inviting all and sundry, whether you are a supporter of our movement, or you are not, you are welcome to the town hall. The town hall is for everyone. Please join this very important town hall meeting. It will begin at 8 p.m. Ambazonia time. We are going to discuss very important strides that are made or have been made in the struggle at this time, our plans, some of our strategies. We're going to attempt to answer some of your questions and of course consider your contributions. Share this message with your brother, your sister, your friend. Share it to the grassroots, even our Ambazonia ARFs, the leadership, those who can afford. Please, everybody is invited. I have some very deep things to share with you and I look forward to seeing you at the town hall tomorrow, Thursday. Don't forget. God bless you and bless our beautiful nation.
God bless you too, Mr. President. So you see, this town hall not be something where una Ambazonian people want miss for anything. When I get plenty question but ask President when I come. Plenty to read the way President said they will talk on for day. And one of the things that way they will talk on will be now ABC Amber TV Day. You know, so there's some TV way. If I always take time for explain them, make people understand the importance of this platform. See now. If we never get a platform where that smart people will text and say they want to destroy them, how would it do for debunk all the lies? Watch out, you never check how we go do for debunk lies if we not get this platform. Because they want scatter the platform. Yes, watch out.
You know, say, you get plenty people, they say, some musicians will come out and talk, say, Chaya Stopper. If we know that Chaya Stopper, come on, sing some song.
Where the dance like, oh.
Yeah, child stop pay. No be there boy somewhere like that. I want be there boy. You dance like oh yes, not true. Then La Piro de Mbanga talk say no be any fungong. Say it to go try. Say no be any fungong. Say it to go try. No be bandong. Say it say go try. Look
Yeah.
this stadium now God production God be understands say this revolution they work out for this time because after that the people they don't go create their own government say they want to do their own group they go follow them they will follow Mr. Nachop they will follow ABS you see how the end is a gutter either God give you leg he don't give you eye he don't give you mouth for talk or he give you mouth he don't give you leg that's what the other one they do Mr. Madam Nachop they don't they wait for fire that's just be Tiv and Ativam. If for inside hole, they go with crazy annos. Crazy annos itself, you know, get away.
Madam Nachop say don't give money for the man we don't die. Now so Madam Nachop talk. Mrs.
Okay, ma
Nachop.
come with my ma come with my word. So that my Ambazonia, they know this word before I go. So I still come for Tarh Ambazonia they say La Republic be understand when he go, he don't withdraw for two of the talks them where he go. More talks this guy they do this talk behind us. We'll be there for one. For Swiss where we been at the better one and the whole world be support that one. But La Republic come for there, he discover say now the right actors and good actors and they good question there on top table, he come on run. He go Canada, the people he buy everybody for that table, take and send up for Canada. Who we want for that table to corrupt and for put makes that make come match and pass. Now Dr. Sako and the rest for IG. They don't come for them. I saw one man ambassador, I know this part. That's why when La Republic be withdraw and if we don't for them now, he don't promote this way say referendum for background. May ambassadors they know this point. So now he work up promote this word, say referendum for background. The people where they be go Canada, where they talk say they give the agenda. Why you not ask your master? Yeah, why he be run from top table? He run from top table because he not get the main actor. He don't wanna be go Canada, so wanna be fit call off ghost town. They give one a condition, wanna not maintain them. Wanna not fit call off ghost town. Wanna not fit give order for anything he stop. Wanna not get action fighting force for down, but they make plenty noise, so wanna get them. Wanna check this La Republic na fool. No be don't buy with a conscience. They ain't no corner wait where they happen. He get reporter outside. He don't buy that email that they give you report that deal. So more understand say anything wanna do am na zero because the interim government they control the whole home front. So there is nothing to talk. The international committee no say that this IG they control home front. That's why they don't come for can negotiate with them. That's why they stand for that side for La Republic for see how well La Republic there and France could do. But they don't get no matter because now God did decide and we did decide with destiny. Except we put the hand down where God go sees for help with. But as we be strong enough, God will continue to forgive us because the God and God protects the strong. And ambassador and the strong people they were there. So I still call upon they say La Republic no one negotiate anything with those people when they go Canada. In no one negotiate. It know the real deal. And La Republic not be interesting for even their federation where they go. Because now due to this interim government, the home front, the hot, and the restorationists, the people that believe for restoring their independence. Now they make them home front the hot. Because even on the hot, if now common federation, La Republic don't cash all them put that Male Bala Usai be come Male natural bibi where I want to support federation what's that day. No, they don't catch them put that inside. They put the inside hand. Then the one for one Cameroon, you join our federation, they give them the same bread, whether they chop and bread and sardine. So because he knows say these people they don't put them. Now restoration is the make them before this federation again out. They come out, they go Canada. So if you go Canada, well, La Republic no say it'll be interesting for you because you don't get for hand. What you think say be interesting? These people don't fool yourself. Now when I go Canada, I go to make yourself. La Republic no one negotiate anything. You know, therefore, he one only system way known as central system. That's one Cameroon. That's all. So not talk about federation, not talk about this thing, not talk about referendum because referendum na you where you want them because it rig them. Referendum say now who want control you? Now who system where you want use them? Now that system where they in place. these people just say Amazon and a fool. Who don't get sense for long term.
Now, so we don't exhaust this topic for referendum. So we I think say if I more leave and for play with it now, Mr. President will handle the matter again tomorrow. I don't want to announce when I say we'll get press conference, international press conference where it come. The tentative date for that press conference na 31st of this month, or if it don't happen for 31st, it will take place on the 7th. I just want to be sure say that number 7 day na Monday or na 8. I think na 7th. Yes, 7th. Now the day that way they don't design them say that press conference go day. and the press conference he come now for commemorate which would call him say the 1 year anniversary. For the first time, we don't do news for Ambazonia, so they past 1 year. The enter so they inside what second year way in no stop. That means say no matter which way which people we do, say me stop, we'll do am so they nothing's no stop them. That one a thing way we supposed to clap for ourselves, they glad plenty, appreciate the work we all we be doing like collective people. So I want to use the opportunity when we talk a little bit. This Saturday we'll get a pre-session. We go start for Saturday for 8 o'clock for Ambazonia time. We will get Ma Midrechi una sabi na wonderful woman with wonderful activist. Where you go there we will talk with some other people. We will comment on many other different things, and some of them I never ever see for television stand talk. It always talk about draft. It gets some potential as a would one try for where he knows Sabi and self. I'm not sure say Sabi say be powerful, he gets some powerful voice. So we'll get to other member them for Patreon where they will can't talk. The fact that so one come give opportunity for public for share their opinion about certain things. And that town hall for tomorrow will be now an opportunity for we for also do and so. Then for lay a framework for the thing that we're going to do over the year where they come. Like that PG, like this year where they now, this month where this come, we'll get to start them. One try for see how we facilitate where we'll get people like Watchai or Chiba they will can comment for PG News. There will be PG News commentator them. So that even every 1 week we will get at least 2 or 3 days where now let Pigeon. One explain the project way would it take ABC Amber TV enter for on different cable channel is America and different platform for this war. And so now some very, very big vision we will check say all man people in Banja for ground make we do them. Would you want put some more talk for that talk my watcher?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Paddy King. Actually, what we need for doing, we need for Ambazonians they know, but we get plenty of work because this the main way for communicate with your people now for give the language where the people best understand them. When they say education, my people, it don't mean say you must go white man book, even your own language, because before the Bible they will be written with some language and for the northern zone. Antibali will be one of the language where the Bible will be written, where they will bring them before, or they grow up or they see them. So it will make the people for read that word for their own language, for understand and communicate within themselves, which they go, they right, which way they do. Not be say we not understand, one says to not be teach we, but it will be a broad base for understand also something where it come out far, it come in. So we call this one say, if we extend our system, it go all over the world. We become more popular, more nations that will know our cry, more people that will come. Because we don't fight for recognition. We'll not get any nation where if we stand with we. I see Tibo Nash be talked yesterday, say, one part, Nawudem, the other one I break with Eritrea or Nawudem, one of them be recognized by Thailand, just one country, and they run their government. You don't need to be the whole world recognized. We want recognize. We will not say if we get some material for one particular country, if we support we war material for defend ourselves, then we be good in that one. So we want make we voice, make my media understand everywhere, everyone for inside Ambazonia for understand say things like this one where this man can talk. We tell we there nothing never shake for the God a promise where he give una say Ambazonia will be a nation. Ambazonia will be a nation for the world where we go enjoy all the facilities. And this interim government stand one of the government where he wants support una right for being mommy. He wants support una right for wipe that tears for una highway. Una don't suffer, sacrifice all this time for ghost town, lost speaking, lost your land because of injustice. When that time reach, una will get them. So this is the best time we will get them for this revolution. We tell una still guarantee una say that una very Bible. It talks say time there for everything. Time there, time for cry, time for laugh day. And that time for laugh, I see and say you don't come. As President talk when I say, we still there, we hold una for heart, nothing not will shake una. And we therefore come for translate those words una, will make us more understand because it gets some plenty materials them. Material I mean say information them. use the one I get for take them. When I get for take a half a for share una plenty information. How way if we survive this type of time? How way if you preserve your tomato? How way if you preserve your corn the way you harvest them? So style way if you do them locally, you don't need preservation. That's why man preservation. But get that traditional preservation. Oh no no. How if you keep your fruit? Who's kind of if you keep them for chop within house for a long time? How if you design a house or high tin that made it cold? So we'll try for camp inside this pigeon. For see say it reach una all corner and una will enjoy more for we because we would send that education, it will go all side. So education not means that you must learn the white man book side. Education still means that we'll communicate with this language where they communicate, but when I will get them, when I will improve on our way for life. So that one they be educated too for that side. That's all we talk. I thank Una plenty and we thank ABC and we thank Paddy King say it on the manage the place fine and we come all time for tell when I say this third you don't help with plenty for ambassador because if you not be there, this will not be there. ABC Ambazonian TV no be there. Like where we for stand for the tell una because the truth what they talk so enough for come out outside because we not get any other channel way for come out. For the year and that kind of thing because the ingredients where they come out for this channel, it pass that one way they come out for La Republic. Anything in La Republic na lies. But for year and the truth what we tell una and when they see what way they happen because we not feel lie una because we don't sacrifice everything for life and when they see what way they happen. We thank una plenty. Thank you, Mr. Pariki.
Yes, so and it get as it be now number one, the Voice of America. We not use them only for talk for yourself. We also use them like a standard. I don't they always tell people say one way for no so you do make progress. Now for look yeah the quantity for enemy where you get. The number of enemy where we get as a television house. Now enough litmus test for people where they doubt the impact where we will create them globally, especially inside the Republic of Cameroon. When we get intelligence, say when we come live, La Republic presidency don't put one person where he work not just to watch we as we come live. He want you to know where to hold the talk when we come live. If we did, if we shut up with more, see the way when we talk on one thing with people to be excited. All side in the two Cameroons that they call from Douala Kribi. Everywhere, right inside North Cameroon, that the year did the talk. So na big thing what we do, and now you want to encourage every man say, inside the kind of big thing, people say this is history making. So inside this history making agenda, if I make you be a part for the thing. So watch I want me to talk your underbelly. Then make we close the talk for today. Uchibaro indicates if he join. I think say we don't exhaust them. People go rest so that tomorrow we will get enough time for all of them to participate for the town hall.
At the time Ambazonians and say we're not there for that one for referendum, not their own. When the enemy never impose for you, they're not going to impose for you because this one not the last straw. If you accept something like this, you don't be slave for life. No accept anything like referendum. Even if the privacy when they try for talk, it will still be difficult for conduct something like that one. Because among we, it get just Bameleke, it get just Bazars, where they be educated with this English language, past me, past Paddy King, past Dr.
You know what, my brother, even that plebiscite,
yeah,
they not go green. You know sabi why? They not go green because they sabi say the plebiscite now something way it go enact some laws then we it no go fine. Number one. Number two, we say if we are over the plebiscite, we would deny we say gang it not be legally binding. So they're not green. The one now the two will go hold we for neck. Go ahead, bro.
Enough it happen. Yeah, that's why, and I like say ambassadors don't be more today. We go take time for educate you now for this matter of plebiscite referendum. They but wanna understand say referendum na bad case. You don't need them. You know if we go independent twice, we'll forget what way they talk say they not go support because they don't want to go back. That was not the first one. Some British woman there were that time where I know but still there inside ABC, we don't call some woman and say the British they don't want to look at their past because it be very disgraceful. We believe so. Nobody want to look at the past. Yes, of course. Nobody want to look where you don't do evil for life. It pass over. But ambassadors they're quite different. They're very forgiving people. But the talk say we're not there for referendum. If we want bad, how if we come for plebiscite, but it must be defined. It must be defined. There must be some laws where they put that in place. There must be United Nations. We must get the forum where will take some years for already screen people for understand the list where they who were there under that list for no say it can't vote. So we're not there for that one, but we'll stand for it.
The controller before we get for that screening. Thank you, my brother.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Not finish.
I don't finish. I don't end them. Salute them all.
Okay, thank you. Good night. Una Ambazonia people. Ma reach on people una. A referenda are binding on the government. What it means when it talks to something be legally binding, what it mean be say that thing they so once it be for law, once it don't be passed, you know it change them again. But a plebiscite is sometimes called an advisory referendum. That means say because the government does not have the act upon the decision. Plebiscites do not deal with constitutional questions, but issues on which the government seeks approval to act on or not to act. Listen, this fight may be a constitutional problem. So you don't need a referendum. You need plebiscite. Now a problem of fraud. Now fraud. Thief of people's independence. I will level again for this talk. You know, so we don't stop for play. We will play and so the people will hear them until all man no year. So they don't feel deny for no year. They will continuously for the year. Wait to be interim government in position as far as this their plebiscite matter be concerned. Wait to be interim government in position. I will level for that one. Good night. See you tomorrow for town hall president.
Reading through the most recent press release by the interim government on its position on the issue of referendum to all Ambazonians, internal and external stakeholders. There are divergent views and proposals among stakeholders, both internally and externally, on how to resolve the ongoing conflict in Ambazonia that has resulted in an unprecedented 21st century genocide perpetrated by the regime of the Republic of Cameroon, also known as La République du Cameroun. Among these divergent views is a proposal for a referendum to be held in the territory of southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, former UN Trust territory under the British, to determine the future of Ambazonia. Cognizant of the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 1608 XV of 21st April 1961, granted independence to the UN Trust territory of southern Cameroons and the subsequent non-execution of all the processes of decolonization prescribed therein, the interim government, representing the aspiration of an overwhelming majority of Ambazonians, has been clear and consistent in articulating the basis of the root cause of the southern Cameroon's problem, which is the non-execution in its entirety of the above-mentioned UN resolution, thus paving the way for the annexation and recolonization of southern Cameroons by La République du Cameroun in 1961. Therefore, complete decolonization is what we seek, and this involves complete restoration, absolute sovereignty, and recognition of southern Cameroon's Ambazonia as the 55th state of Africa. We believe a plebiscite, a non-binding survey of our opinion by the US, is an acceptable democratic process to ascertain the majority view of southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Since the last plebiscite of 1961, if there is any doubt about the majority position, we object to any proposed referendum on grounds that it presupposes falsely that southern Cameroon is part of the Republic of Cameroon, also known as La République du Cameroun, and is seeking to secede as an independent country. We were granted independence in 1961. It was only the joining that did not take place legally, and the Republic of Cameroon withdrew from the Union project in 1984 when they reverted to their original name prior to 1961. We have never been part of the Republic of Cameroon, so we do not need a referendum to decide if we can separate from a non-existent union. Also, a binding referendum will exclude the genuine dialogues we need to address the root causes of the conflict, because it is based on winner takes all. We are not fighting to change the form of government in the Republic of Cameroon. We are not also fighting for constitutional changes within the Republic of Cameroon, French Cameroon. We are fighting against annexation. We are defending our restored independence. Annexation cannot be resolved through a referendum because it is either a right or wrong issue. Just as the solution of rape is not marriage, we do not need a referendum to tell right from wrong. We need the international justice system or a negotiated settlement. If the UN wants to serve the majority opinion on this issue, they should conduct another non-binding plebiscite in the southern Cameroons, not a referendum. This is the threshold position of the people we represent. Therefore, any views or proposals that seek to mask the status quo of southern Cameroon's colonial status under the Republic of Cameroon is far-reaching and do not represent the aspirations of the overwhelming majority of Ambazonians as far as this liberation struggle is concerned. Furthermore, the reasonable, immediate way forward to end this conflict, supported by the international community, external stakeholders, is a genuine, all-inclusive dialogue, mediated negotiation process. The interim government, under Dr. Sakho's leadership, has advocated for this process, which was spearheaded by the Swiss, but the Republic of Cameroon failed to commit. To concretely resolve this conflict and subsequently resolve the issue of the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia once and for all, another plebiscite preceded by internationally mediated negotiations should be the right steps forward. This is signed Samuel Ikome Sakho, PhD, President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, former British Southern Cameroons, on the 23rd of April 2023. And with that, we've come to the end of this press release.
Fellow Ambazonians and all our friends and well-wishers, wherever you are, tomorrow is Thursday, the 27th of April, 2023. We have an enlarged town hall meeting. We are inviting all and sundry, whether you are a supporter of our movement or you are not, you are welcome to the town hall. The town hall is for everyone. Please join this very important town hall meeting. It will begin at 8 p.m. Ambazonia time. We are going to discuss very important strides that are made or have been made in the struggle at this time, our plans, some of our strategies. We're going to attempt to answer some of your questions and, of course, consider your contributions. Share this message with your brother, your sister, your friend. Share it to the grassroots, even our Ambazonia ARFs, the leadership, those who can afford. Please, everybody is invited. I have some very deep things to share with you, and I look forward to seeing you at the town hall tomorrow, Thursday. Don't forget. God bless you and bless our beautiful nation. Fellow Ambazonians and all our friends and well-wishers, wherever you are, tomorrow is Thursday, the 27th of April, 2023. We have an enlarged town hall meeting. We are inviting all and sundry, whether you are a supporter of our movement or you are not, you are welcome to the town hall. The town hall is for everyone. Please join this very important town hall meeting. It will begin at 8 p.m. Ambazonia time. We are going to discuss very important strides that are made or have been made in the struggle at this time, our plans, some of our strategies. We're going to attempt to answer some of your questions and, of course, consider your contributions. Share this message with your brother, your sister, your friend. Share it to the grassroots, even our Ambazonia ARFs, the leadership, those who can afford. Please, everybody is invited. I have some very deep things to share with you, and I look forward to